got mail.
What the hell are those things?
Let's have a battle, battle of the bands.
So, as I was browsing through the internet, some pony told me about a movie called Rainbow Rocks. Well, I decided to see the movie when it was in theaters here in Ponyville, and I had a blast. And then I watched it again when you guys made camera rips. And the HD rips. After seeing the movie, I have to say that one of my favorite characters is Sonata Dusk. Hey Delta, can we see what she would look like as a pony? I'm just curious is all. This isn't what it looks like. So I, like many others of the MLP fandom, have a newfound love for this villainess. But I can at least relate to her ditziness. I mean, part of my special talents caveat is that I must make a decision quickly. Or things turn out badly.
I don't go out to eat much. But Sonata's caveat seems to be that she isn't threatening as a villain. I mean, there's a guy who Delta tells me is my human world version that says he knew Sonata was going to be good from the trailers. But why is that? Why is Sonata so popular?
Perhaps she is best waifu material.
I don't think so. I think it's because she's the lesser of the two evils. Yeah, I get that you have a choice who you like to some extent, but I think it's a matter of comparison that happens on a subconscious level. To understand what I'm saying, we need to look at the kind of... people?
People.
People, I'm never gonna get used to that the Sirens are. So the first siren I want to talk about is Arya Blaze, because she's the easiest to analyze between her and Adagio. Arya's first lines in the movie, her entrance, is her complaining about how they don't get enough energy to feed off of the world they're in.
That was barely worth the effort, Adagio. I'm tired of fast food. I need a meal.
She begins by showing us she isn't the kind of person, still weird, she makes herself out to be. After a few scenes, Arya essentially shows us she has the ability to think for herself, but chooses to let Adagio handle it.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Just follow my lead. Or my lead. My lead.
She comes off as someone who would sit back and let things unfold if she knew she was getting what she wants. She's a manipulative person, letting others do the work she clearly doesn't want to do. What's even more interesting is that the interaction between the Sirens and Sunset Shimmer, she's circling around Shimmer like Adagio is, showing she can be just as intimidating, if not more so. Arya may be the more interesting of the Sirens in terms of personality, but lacks the motivation to make her anywhere close to interesting.
I think you're the worst.
Adagio, while intimidating for some, doesn't strike me as intimidating. And that might be because of her poofy hair. I mean, look at it! Her hair is so unintimidating. It's like if a U climbed on the back of her head and fused into her skull. But anyways, Adagio's first lines show that she's the wisest of the group. She even recognizes equestrian magic being used, even though the other two don't. It's strange to see such a powerful siren letting two others tag along who clearly have no idea what they're doing. Since Arya has already shown us that she's only along for the ride, and Sonata, well, we'll get to her. Fact of the matter is, Adagio is the smartest of the group. She recognizes that the girls who are trying to stop her are immune to their spell. So what do? They plan to make them argue of their own accord, suck up their power, and keep them locked in the basement while this happens. Now it doesn't work, but it's a kid's movie, so I'll let it slide. Adagio really is a bad flank, but she's only one siren. But what kind of person is she? Well, she's just another manipulative Delta, what's with the beep?
Seeing as the subject matter is a children's movie, I'd like to keep things as family-friendly as possible.
Fine, I guess that works. So anyways, Adagio is also manipulative like Arya. So what about Sonata? Well, to be honest, she's just an airhead. I mean, her outfits, her facial expressions, and even her voice is fitting.
Punch is awful too.
What do you know about good fruit punch?
And her overall design is easy on the eyes, similar to another pony you all know and love. She's only along for the ride. I think this is what makes her so attractive as a character, because you people can relate to her. So Sonata is a bit like the Brony community when it first started. In order for bronies to hide it when they weren't proud of being a brony, they decided to go along with social norms, and to some extent, some still do. The difference is that Sonata, in all essence, is completely alienated. She isn't like the other Sirens, who are the most like her, but only in terms of needs and desires, and the fact that they're giant freaking whatever they are. And she relates to the other high school kids.
It's Taco Tuesday.
She's stuck in the middle and goes with the easy route, the people who are most like her physically, and also in terms of needs and desires. So, does that make her the best Siren? Personality-wise, no. But it shows why she's easily the favorite. Part of why I brought up the alienation is because the Brony community is pretty much like Sonata. They know she doesn't belong where she is, and they're ready to take her in no matter what she is. That's how you guys work. But it's more important than that. She's also least like the people we've all dealt with before. I'm not going to get into Marinism, but it's important to know that Adagio and Aria are two female types that are most commonly connected to girls who reject social abnormalities, and, as an extension, would probably reject bronies. I bet if they heard of bronies and or knew of them, Sonata would be glad to see so many people like her, dorky and ready for anything. But Adagio and Aria would denounce you and probably try to take you all over. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see what I can cover for another one of these. I'm also part of something called an Ask blog. I don't know, Delta figured it out. And, as such, Delta will try to help me answer as many questions there as possible.
Please like and subscribe for more content. Thank you, and we shall see you all next time.
Hey Delta, what's a fanfic?
We have much to discuss.
For realsies? Because I think this place is the worst. Oh yeah? Well, I think you're... Ugh. Hello? We sing like all the time. It's how we get people to do what we want. What did I say? Oh, yeah. What you said I meant to say. That's what I meant to say.
And what you would have said if you weren't the worst.
You are!
This is it, girls. The moment we've been waiting for.
Lunch? Oh, right. But we can get lunch after, though, right? It's Taco Tuesday. It's a fruit punch, isn't it? I knew I used too much grape juice. What do you know about good fruit punch?
More than you.
Do not.
Do too.
Too bad. So sad. Unless, of course, the Rain Rooms don't manage to make it to their set. Or held up for some reason. She didn't shove them. She pulled the lever.
Ugh, go back to sleep, Sonata.